Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artiste, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
I am not me. I am art. And I am your host for I Am Smart. The quiz where people look to improve their art through learning and strive to earn the right to say, I am smart. The format of this quiz, very simple, very straightforward. 3 rounds of questions, 3 musings, and a bonus round at the end that's going to give you 2 points if you win it. That's only up for grabs for one person, though. And maybe no people will win it. That's the excitement of the final bonus round. So we're looking at 20 points overall maximum. Nobody's got the 20 points yet. Maybe this week. All you'll need for this quiz is something to write with, something to write on, a brain for thinking, and an imaginosphere for imagining. Both will be tested here. Optional is a beverage, because whilst it's nothing to do with the actual quiz, we do like to kick things off with a toast just to bring everybody together, because we're all in the same boat here, guys. We're all in the same boat. Here we go. To Drake, who taught us that men in their 30s can have relationships via text message with teenage girls, and it's all okay, as long as they're both famous, okay? If neither of them are famous, or one or the other is famous, it's gross and it's sick and it's wrong. But if they're both famous, just a friendship. Cheers to Drake. Where's all that crowd coming from? That's not nice. Can we get that? That's the wrong thing. Hello, Smarties. How are you? How are you, Smarties? My goodness. My goodness, my gracious. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're ready to learn and be fulfilled, because by gosh, I know I am. White mode. White mode. Go white. Go white. It's white mode. Light up. Not like this. This is gross. This is gross. Art light. Color mode. That's pink. Yep. Okay. That's good. Just 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds. That's all it's going to be. That didn't do anything. Okay. There we go. That's not doing anything either. Okay, right. Well, that's just peachy keen, isn't it? That's just peachy keen. It's just bothering me. It's just bothering me. It's just bothering me. So we're gonna just have a little tilt round of this. Oh, is it? It's the. Okay, so maybe over here. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Here we go. My gosh. Who have we got? Nana Hobbob. Nice little punctuation to the intro. Yeah, thank you. It's just my little, it's just the little twiddling not me. Just twirls around and around and around just until I'm ready to start the quiz. So if you see that, it's a nice little indicator that pre-production for the show hasn't gone 100% correctly. It's a nice little indicator that says that I'm delayed a little bit in starting the quiz. Does that mean it's a bad thing? No. Just means it means what it means. Okay, let's just deal with it and move on. Girl Sarah Kilch, hello, long time no see. Lovely to see you here. TB Douglas, I'm hearing you now at least. That's good. That's good. I believe it'll just be the desktop music that we won't hear, which doesn't mean that we won't really be able to do any more pretzel music, which is a shame. But, I mean, you mainly hear from me, so that's the most important thing. Cameraman George, hello to you, sir. Definitely hello, Nano Hobbob standing by. Good. Okay, let's see the rounds. What rounds have we got for this week? Now, I have... That shouldn't be the title for the thing, for the stream info. That's not what it should be. Oh, no, it is. I don't understand that. There we go. Okay. So we've got Gimme 5, where I'm going to ask you to simply give me 5 of them. I know we had it last week as well, but they are really easy to write. Look Close, where I'm going to give you a piece of art and you have to look close on it because I'm going to ask you questions on it later. Lyrics, the triumphant return of the lyrics round, song lyrics, where I give you some lyrics and you have to tell me what the next lyrics are. Nart, about not art is a portmanteau. Spotlight, where we learn about a particular artiste. And yay or nay, we pick a subject, and I'm going to give you 5 statements about that subject or about art that is to do with that subject. And I'm going to ask you whether you believe it, yay or nay. So here we go. I have... Who was it that won the quiz last time? Who was it that won the quiz last time? AOL Time Warner straight in there. Hello, AOL Time Warner official. Lovely to see you again. Who was it that was the high point scorer of last week? I was in the hospital over the last week, so that's probably why I'm a little bit underprepared. Who was it that got the high point score? Was it TB? Was it Nana, or is it definitely? I mean, it's probably one of those 3. Probably one of you 3. Anyone want to step up? It was Nana. Okay, it was Nana. So Nana gets to pick. Wasn't TB, certainly. Okay, so Nana, feel free to pick whichever one of these rounds you like, and we'll play that round. And AOL Time Warner, you will have your say, because there are still only a few people watching. Nana Hobbob wants to go look close. Old school. Look close. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a great choice. And now everybody else, get in your suggestions as well. What do people want to what do people want to play? What do people want to play here? It's the shadow. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Disappointing. TB wants to go for Nart. Lovely stuff. Can do. Yeah. That one works. And definitely wants to go for yeah or nay. AOL Time Warner wants to go lyrics. Sarah Kilch, you might be needed to break a tie here. I will ask you to pick either lyrics or Nart or yay or nay. Oh, but then we're still left with one, aren't we? Makes it tricky. Well, we're definitely doing look close. Do you know what? While we wait, we're going to go into look close. We're just going to do it, guys. We're just going to do it. Here we go. Don't think that I can't mix this up, guys. I'm thinking about this on the fly, yeah? It's all just Here we go, it's look close. Here's the thing, guys. As an artiste, you need to keep your eyes open, okay? There's inspiration flying at you at all times. How are you going to feel, guys? How are you going to feel if a spellbinding idea just passed you by and you didn't even realize because you were too busy daydreaming about how oddly cuddly Russell Crowe has become in recent years? Really annoyed. That's how. So I'm about to show you some incredible art, and when I do, I want you to look close because there's going to be questions on this afterwards, okay? Enjoy, but pay attention.
This is soap. You can wash your face with it. It can make your face feel nice and fresh and clean and dry. This is cleansing cream. You can cleanse your face with it. It can make your face feel nice and soft and smooth and greasy. This is Bactine medicated skin cream. It is a new thing. It is a washing cream. You wash your face with it. It makes your face feel nice and fresh and clean and nice and soft and smooth and not dry and not greasy. And while it's at it, Bactine is also antiseptic. It cleans deep down to pores and makes your face feel safe from ugliness-causing germs and bacteria. Bactine does a lot of things that soap and cleansing creams just can't do. But it doesn't get rid of freckles either. The washing cream.
Alka-Seltzer invents a new disease, the blahs. The blahs is kind of like the blues, only physical. It's when you're down in the dumps and you don't know a cold is working on you. It's when you're not feeling right, but you don't know what's wrong. It might be a headache on its way, a stomach ache on its way. The blahs, who needs them? You know, we wouldn't have invented a disease unless we had something to take for it. Alka-Seltzer. If Alka-Seltzer can take care of real big upsets, think of what it can do for a simple case of the blahs.
I'm going to show you a new antiseptic skin cleanser that works when it's on and keeps working for 12 hours after you wash it off. Bactine medicated skin cream. It's got the great Bactine germ killer in it, so it cleans your skin right down into the pores, right down to the germs and bacteria that can cause blemishes. After you wash it off, it leaves a soft, invisible film that protects your skin from more germs for 12 hours. Excuse me. Your skin will be antiseptically clean and protected from germs that can damage it for 12 hours. If you use Bactine medicated skin cream morning and night, it really pays off.
Get set.
That was a pretty good fight for a change. What was it? Blueberry tang?
Yeah, blueberry. First contest, kid? Follow me. This is Alka-Seltzer. Gets rid of that stuffy feeling. When you've been on the circuit as long as I have, you'll know. See you around, kid.
Next time you overeat, take what the guys who overeat for a living take. Alka-Seltzer.
Men, nothing takes it off like Noxema medicated shave. Take it off. Take it all off. Nothing takes it off like Noxema medicated shave.
The closer you shave, the more you need Noxema. Noxema medicated comfort shave.
Wow. A lot going on there. A lot going on there. We're going to get to the questions straight away, just so you don't forget any of that absolutely outstanding information that's inside of your head right now. According to the women at the beginning, soap can make your face feel 4 ways. This is soap. Can make your face feel 4 ways. Name 3 of them. Name 3 of the ways that soap can make your face feel. 3. You remember her? She was the terribly, terribly attractive woman who was bummed out because she had freckles. I'm all tangled. There we go. Still not good, is it? Still not good. That's better. That's better. That'll do. That'll do. Question number 2. According to the woman at the beginning, ugliness is caused by 2 things. Name either of them. Either of them. Ugliness causing blank and blank. And it's not freckles, even though she was pretty down on them. But I've often found them quite a nice bit of texture on a face. That's one man's opinion. Question number 3. How long does Bactine medicated skin cream protect your skin after it's been washed off? After it's been washed off. How long? Still there. Question number 4. What number does the kindly older professional overeater wear? Which number on his sporting jersey? Speaking of jerseys, once again, this is a jacketless week, as the next several may be, because it is seemingly intent on being unpleasantly hot for a great long while here in New York City. Girls Sarah Culture, I wish that were my job. It would be wonderful, wouldn't it? It'd be wonderful. I mean, you'd get through your Alka-Seltzer, surely. But just a lot of joy as well. A lot of joy. Nana Hoab, Don, I think I only remember the younger chap's number. Well, that's the challenge, Nana. Well done for remembering the younger chap's number. I do like some visual clues as well. Testing the ears, sure, but I like testing the eyes as well. Final question. Noxzema medicated shave is available in regular and what other version? 2 versions of this, of Noxzema, regular, and something else. TB Douglas. Oh, I thought that's what I thought it was asking. No, it was the older chap. The older chap. Hey. First contest kid. Come this way, why don't you? I'll show you to our little Alka-Seltzer cabinet that we have here. Us professional eaters. Ba-bam! That's all the questions done. 5 questions. Is that the end of the round? Absolutely not. We need amusing, guys. We need amusing. Bam! If you were in an eating contest, what would you choose to be eating? This was the thing for the weaklings amongst you. This was the thing that I was hinting at or thinking of during the show. That I thought, well, no, I can't. I thought I can't share it yet because it hasn't been because obviously this Look Close round has been in here for weeks on end, potentially months. It's a Look Close one, difficult. Nana Hoab, so many options. Risotto, I imagine, is one of them per last week's revelations of the musical based on Nana Hoab's life, featuring the song. What was it? He always eats the risotto, or something of that nature. Never any risotto leftovers, something like that. If you were in an eating contest, what would you choose to be eating? And there we go. We go back to main. So we've done Look Close. So we've got a situation where AOL Time Warner wants lyrics. where TB Douglas wants Nart, and where Definitely Not Duda wants yay or nay. So we've got your girl Sarah Kilch, and we've got Killer Kilch, the two Kilches, El Kilchio, that can break the deadline here, a deadlock. So you can either suggest one of those each, and we'll play those, or I'll just choose it myself. And you've only got a number of seconds, because I can't even pad this moment out with music from Pretzel, because obviously we couldn't hear that before. Lyrics. Yay or nay? Not. The Kilch Sat Mart. Say Nart. Say Nart. Am I interpreting that correctly? Nart and lyrics. Nart and lyrics. Apologies, Definitely Not Duda. The Kilches have spoken. That's democracy. That's democracy. Let's do Nart now then. Let's do Nart now. Yeah. Guys, I wouldn't have enjoyed Middlemarch anywhere near as much had George Eliot not been so knowledgeable about the folly, guys, my goodness, the folly of marrying elderly reverends for their intellectual prowess. If you wanted them published, Dorothea, might I suggest a prenup? We want prenup, yeah. Artists need to know about the world around them, okay? Not just art. Oh, that's the wrong... we're going to have to take that off, aren't we? Why does that happen? AOL Time Warner didn't mean to make it a controversy. No controversy here, AOL Time Warner official. No controversy here whatsoever. This is all democracy. And ultimately, there's no bad options here. We had 6 options of top-notch quiz rounds at the beginning. Definitely Not Who likes all the rounds. See, there's no bad blood, AOL Time Warner. It's all good. It's all good, babe. So what are we learning about here? Not art. Not art. Not art. No, it's not that, is it? It's not David Bowie songs. Not David Bowie songs at all. What we're learning about is big cats here. Big cats. And I copied it over. It's because I duplicated the thing for the... Yep, got it, guys. It's because I duplicated. I didn't start another one. That's on me. Okay, that's on me. So we're learning about big cats here. So let's just go question 1. Let's just go question 1 on big cats. No. Come on. All of them have changed. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Let's work this out. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? We are simple. It's simple because I have wiped out that big cat round. I've wiped them out. Nart wasn't the right choice. Absolutely not. And again, that's on me. We can swap. We can swap. We shall swap. We're swapping. Guys, we're swapping. It's that simple. It's that simple. Let's do those lyrics because you already know what they're all about. Oh, my goodness. Song lyrics. I'm going to give you some song lyrics. Who are the songs by? Who are the songs by? Let's see. Let's see if we can work it out. Oh, it's David Bowie. Surprise. Surprise, it's David Bowie songs. Now, the reason that I've chosen David Bowie for this, this might be a difficult round for some people. But David Bowie is one of those artists, and I say one of those like there's loads of them. There's not that many of them. That are universally liked. And is cool. David Bowie is cool. Yeah? And so if you know David Bowie songs, you are cool. Do we see the logic here? Do we see the logic? So the more you can be aware of David Bowie and his musical oeuvre, the cooler you will be, ergo, therefore. So let's hear some David Bowie lyrics. And again, what I'm looking for here is not the song that these lyrics are from, because that might be easy. Some of these will contain the title of the song. I need the next line, okay? How specific you need to be with that next line? Well, that's between you and your conscience. Let's go for lyric number 1. Let's spend the night together. Let's spend the night together. This is, again, from the song. Let's spend the night together. What line comes next? Lyric number 2. Now Ziggy played guitar, jamming good, with Weird and Gilly. Says AOL Time Warner official. And rightly so. Just try and sing it along in your head. Try and get the melody. Try and get the melody of the song. Obviously this from Ziggy Stardust. Try and get that melody in your head. That's going to help you. That's going to carry you along, guys. Weird and Gilly. Strange names. Strange chaps David Bowie hung out with. Lyric number 3. Sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh, man. Sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh, man. TB Douglas. It's okay, not me. We all experience technical issues at work. Yeah. Yeah, technical issues. Sometimes things just, they get to you. The heat doesn't help for me. The heat doesn't help for me. I'll say that right now, and I'll say it without any shred of embarrassment. The heat affects me. Yeah? I find it harder to relax. I find it easier to get riled up and let things get on top of me. I've got the air conditioning pumping into my home studio. Hopefully you're not hearing it too much. But quite frankly, if you were, tough noogies, it has to happen. It's a necessary addition to the room at this point. Lyric number 4. Oh no. Not me. I never lost control. You're face to face. Oh no, not me. Not me. I never lost control. You're face to face. And I'm going to give you a clue with this one. You're face to face. With whom? That's who we're looking for here. You're face to face with whom? I've got 75 followers. That seems like a lovely milestone, doesn't it? Well done me. Well done me. Killer Kilch, I am not cool. Well, here's the thing. As ever with I Am Smart the Notme Quiz, there are 2 benefits to I Am Smart the Notme Quiz. Number 1, I'm going to ask you a question that you know the answer to. You're going to write down the answer to that question and say, yep, nailed it. You're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to have that lovely little warm feeling inside of knowledge executed. Yeah, knowledge applied. Yeah? We all love that. The second one is I'm going to ask you a question. 75 followers, that is art. That is art, Nana. Thank you for pointing that out. That is art. Hitting 75. That's 3/4 of the way to a hundo. 100. We'll have to do something fun when 100 happens. Number 2, I ask you a question, you don't know the answer. Then I give you the answer at the end. You've learned that. So then the next time you're asked that, you know, yeah? You don't know the next lyric to that? That's fine. You will do in a minute. You will do in a minute. TB Douglas, whoop, congratulations. Thank you, TB. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say that. And to send these little fellas bouncing around, my goodness. Final lyric. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door. Of course, from Space Oddity. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door. I'm stepping through the door. You girl, Sarah Kilch, this is my favourite category ever. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah Kilch. And we almost didn't have it. No, we did almost have it. Well, we almost didn't have it. You could have... But, yeah. I mean, it feels like, to me, when you have a technical issue, as the technical issue that I had of doubling up NART, duplicating the NART... I don't know, I can't even remember what they're called, but the NART page or whatever to create the song lyrics page, thus losing all of the NART questions. Some would say that is due to my being ill-prepared. I would counter, maybe that's just God. It's God saying, today's not a day for NART, not me, and collected Smarties. Today is a day for yay or nay. God loves yay or nay. I think that's a thing that we can't deny at this stage. I'm going to go through those lyrics again pretty nice and quickly, just so you get a little reminder of these. Let's spend the night together. From the song Let's Spend the Night Together. Now Ziggy played guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly from Ziggy Stardust. Sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man! From Life on Mars. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. You're face to face. I'm not going to give you the title for that one because it might give something away. And then finally, this is Major Tom to ground control. I am stepping through the flipping door. Let's have a musing. Let's have a David Bowie musing, please. David Bowie comes back to life to spend a Saturday morning with you. You have him from, however early you want to suggest waking David Bowie up until noon, because he's got other commitments. He's coming back to life. To be fair to you, he doesn't know you, so you're lucky you're getting a morning. But what are you doing with David Bowie here? What are you doing with him? How are you spending your time with David Bowie? He says, yeah, so, what do you want to do? You say, well, David, Mr. Bowie, we're going to do what? That's what you fill in. David Bowie comes back to life, which, honestly, I wouldn't put past him, to spend a Saturday morning with you. I was going to put Sunday morning, but then for some of you, Sunday morning is spent watching the Most Week show, and I thought, well, I wouldn't want to necessarily, I mean, I think David Bowie would enjoy the Most Week show. Of course he would. He's got a creative soul, 2 eyes, 2 ears, and a heart, doesn't he? But it would, this is going to have a bit more variation to it. What are you doing with David Bowie? Killer Kilch, David and shopped in the same NYC Deli. Did you know? Did you know? David and who? TB Douglas, he would totes enjoy the Most Sweet show. Yeah, absolutely. David and I shopped. Oh, in Real Loaf. Nice. That's exciting. At the same time? At the same time, it'd be even more exciting. Let's go back to Maine. So, we didn't have a NART round this week, actually. Didn't have a NART round. That's a shame. But what we do have, it's been a long time. It's gonna feel like putting on a lovely old coat. It's yay or nay, guys. Here we go. My lord, yay or nay, how are you doing? In order to be a great artiste, guys, you must be able to discern lies from truth. Nice and simple. I'm going to give you 5 statements. But do you believe them? If you do, you write yay. If you don't, you write nay. It's a very simple system. You've got a 50-50 choice, so feel free to decide by tossing a coin. Or picking moment by moment which Olsen twin you prefer, Mary Kate or Ashley. They are equally as lovable, so it's difficult to pick. And no, you can't pick Elizabeth. She's just a sister, not a twin. Not a twin. What are these, what is this yay or nay round about, though? It's about Las Vegas. Absolutely. Oh, lovely emotes. Lovely emote work there. Yeah or nay? Yeah or nay? Love it. This is all about Las Vegas. Why is it about Las Vegas? I don't know. I just picked it. I picked it. And I'm glad I did, because I came up with some real good questions. Let's start with that first statement, shall we? In the finale of Con Air, the bad guy, Cyrus Grissom, escapes the Las Vegas plane crash in an ambulance. Yay or nay? Do you believe it? If you do, you write yay. If you don't, you write nay. It could not be any simpler. In the finale of Con Air, the bad guy, Cyrus Grissom, played by John Malkovich very memorably, escapes the Las Vegas plane crash in an ambulance. Is that true? Is that false? Do you believe it yay? Do you not believe it nay? Moving on. Ooh. The Vegas film The Hangover has a higher Rotten Tomatoes score than The Hangover Part 2 and The Hangover Part 3 combined. Do you believe that? Is that a yay or a nay? Is that a yay or a nay? What do you think? What do you think? TB Douglas, this could be my worst quiz ever. Well, that's something at least, you know. Something to write in the old diary. Pop it in the old journal. Am I right? Dear Diary, today I performed worse on I Am Smart the Notme Quiz than ever before. Ever. It's pretty impressive. Always got to find those positives, TB. Always got to find those positives. Because they won't always be immediately apparent. That's life. Statement number 3. The Las Vegas episode of Modern Family, where they shot on location in Las Vegas, the whole gang went to Las Vegas, features a guest star appearance by Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais. English comedian and provocateur, let's say. Provocateur. Lots of learning, not so much in the way of correct answers. Killer Culture is the same TB. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Statement number 4. In 2003, a white tiger attacked Siegfried Fischbacher of the legendary Las Vegas magician duo Siegfried and Roy mid-show, resulting in massive blood loss and severe nerve damage. Is that a yay or a nay? 2003, a white tiger attacked Siegfried Fischbacher of the legendary Las Vegas magician duo Siegfried and Roy mid-show, resulting in massive blood loss and severe nerve damage, as it would. You know, white tigers, pretty big. We would have learned that in the NART round if I had not destroyed it. And final statement here, Viva Las Vegas, despite being one of his most recognizable songs, was never sung live by Elvis. What? Viva Las Vegas, despite being one of his most recognizable songs, was never sung live by Elvis. Never. It's a very difficult thing to... What? But then is it so crazy that it has to be true? And And then let's have a musing. Let's have a musing. And I do actually think that this is one of the best musings. I've been sitting on this musing for quite some time. Both of these, actually. The Look Close musing, real good with the eating contest. And this one, real top-notch musings. So I am glad that these are getting an outing today, I will say. Tell an anecdote from a trip to Las Vegas that is both amazing and fictional. This cannot be a thing that has actually happened to you. So you can base it on an anecdote that is real, if you wish, or just entirely make one up. But give me an anecdote from a trip to Las Vegas that is both amazing and fictional. It can be long, it can be short, it can be whatever you want. As long as it is both amazing and fictional, okay? You girls are Kilch, a little disappointed in the lack of Vegas Vacation trivia in this round. Vegas Vacation, is that... that sounds like a kind of directed DVD Disney movie of some kind. Maybe from a Disney Channel TV show, iCarly. Or is that Nickelodeon? I don't know. But apologies. I like to please. But these were the 5 questions, plus the musing, the amazing musing. Griswold's Chevy Chase. I see. Yeah, apologies. There's only 5 questions. But maybe the artiste round this week, maybe that was Chevy Chase. And maybe we'll learn all about Chevy Chase and the whole Griswold clan next time. Who knows? These things happen. They do. They really, really do. They really, really do. Let's go back to Maine. Wow. Let's go back to Maine. What an incredible... Am I... Yeah. Okay. How are you guys doing? How did you feel? So it felt like this is a bit of a negative one. People not particularly jazzed about it. The benefit of that is that, it does... Everyone's in the same boat. So we've got that. What I will say is to reward you for getting through all the questions, have a little prompt video for this weekend's Most Week show. Guys, I want you to write me a poem about fish. Not the band, not PH fish, F-I-S-H, fish. Favorite fish, least favorite fish, bravest fish, stinkiest fish, tastiest fish. Fish. Just fish. There we go. Fish. Write a poem about fish. Write it tonight after the quiz. Then you don't have to worry about it the rest of the week. Just write it, just fish. Just write a poem about a fish. Or about fish in general. Yeah. About being pescatarian. Do what you want. Let's, I don't know what I'm doing there. Let's get some answers. Should we get some answers? Let's get some answers. Where do we start with? Oh, look close, of course. Before we get to the answers to the questions, if you're in an eating contest, what would you choose to be eating? Don't tell me, guys. Don't say it out loud, because I really can't. I can't hear it when it's out loud. I just need you to... Come on, computer. I need you to get it in the chat. Get it in the chat. What would you choose to be eating if you were in an eating contest? As we go through the answers to this. Question number 1. According to the woman at the beginning, soap can make your face feel 4 ways. Name 3 of them. I'll give you all 4. Nice, fresh, clean, dry. Any 3 of those is going to get you that point. 1 point for each of these right answers. Is everything Number 2, according to the woman at the beginning, ugliness is caused by 2 things. Name either of them. Name either of them. Germs and bacteria. Ugliness causing germs and bacteria, she says. I didn't see her medical certificate, but I can only assume that she did have one. How long does Bactine medicated skin cream protect your skin after it has been washed off? 12 hours. 12 hours of protection from Bactine. Well done if you got that one right. Here we go. Here's the one. A little bit of controversy earlier, or a little bit of consternation, maybe. Let's say, a little bit of consternation. What number does the kindly older professional overeater wear? You might know the younger one, but the older one was 6. Number 6 he wore. Number 6 he wore, and he was ever so kind and generous with his Alka-Seltzer. A Noxzema medicated shave is available in regular and what other version? Of course, it's menthol. For a slightly colder face. A slightly colder face. Well done if you got some of those right. They were very, very tricky, I think. I think that round is always a bit tricky. You really got to kind of be switched on for quite a while as well. It was about 5 minutes. But if you were in an eating contest, what would you choose to be eating? Let's get you to the deviled eggs straight off from Definitely. Deviled eggs. That's unbelievable. I would not have picked that in a million years. Would not have picked that in a million years. To establishment, I would have thought for punk. I would have thought punky Definitely. Nails. No, that's maybe too silly. But yeah, deviled eggs. That's interesting. That's interesting. Although I did have last summer for the first time deviled egg potato salad, and it was an absolute delight. So maybe I'm just being negative there. Nana Hobber, virtually any pasta dish. Let's say he's just picking it off the top of his head. Let's say tortellini with a tomato cream sauce. If you're in an eating contest and it is pasta night, if the twain are combined, pasta night in any situation is just wonderful. That's let's say tortellini, tomato cream sauce. Yeah, do it. Meow, 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 meow. Done. Killer Kilch, if you want to win, watermelon. Watermelon, that would be a good one. It's largely water, I believe. But then, of course, that does mean that people will be able to eat a lot more of it. So if you're in I suppose it opens up the question of, is this a timed situation, or is this here's a specific amount of whatever food it is, eat it as quickly as you can. Whoever eats it all first wins. I assume they're more timed than... but yeah, watermelon's good. It could be very cold. In the back teeth. But if you want to enjoy it, fries, absolutely. Fries is a great option. Again, very potato heavy, very starchy, as with the pasta. It's going to be sitting heavy. It's going to be sitting like a big pile of lava on the bottom of your stomach. But you're going to be smiling. You're going to be smiling through the pain and any, obviously potential gastrointestinal blockage. AOL Time Warner official. Oreos with milk, of course. It's a foregone conclusion for AOL Time Warner that there's going to be milk involved in here. Dry? Just eating them Oreos dry? Get out of town with that, says AOL Time Warner. Give me that milk. And does each Oreo have to be broken in half? And the thing, as is the in my opinion, as an outsider, frankly ludicrous rigmarole, ceremonial eating of the Oreos. Just get them in, for me. Just get them in, and then have a swig of the milk afterwards. That's me. AOL Time Warner official may have a different tactic. They are the professional after all. TB Douglas, chocolate hobnobs. That's lovely. Because they are delicious. That's good. Straight off. And they literally disappear around me. So I'd probably win. I mean, if you are advocating using some kind of black magic situation there, TB, where these chocolate hobnobs are literally disappearing, then that begs the question, have you eaten them? Do you deserve to win an eating contest? If it's about making them disappear, Lord knows you could flush them down the toilet. You put a blanket over them and they're gone, right? You've got to think about the ethics of this, TB. Nana Hobbob, the most punk rock eating contest. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Just hard. Just in. Deviled eggs, maybe. Girl says Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles, I believe, is a cereal. I believe is an American cereal. Again, is this a situation where the milk is involved, or whether this is just a dry type ingestion situation? Either way, I imagine it's delicious. Very sugary. Definitely not Duda. I feel like Devil Eggs is a bit of a shout out to Cool Hand Luke, which is pretty anti-establishment. Absolutely. I believe he ate 50. I believe he ate 50 hard-boiled eggs there. Which seems, even for Paul Newman, seems unlikely. But, if you want to be Cool Hand, definitely, then let's go for the eggs. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Do you know what, guys? Points all round. That was a lovely round, as I anticipated it being. What do we got next? Oh, lyrics. Song lyrics. David Bowie comes back to life, back to reality, back to the here and now, to spend a Saturday morning with you, lucky you. But what do you do with David Bowie? Get it in the chat, guys. Get it in the chat. Give me your Saturday morning with Bowie plans. I would love to hear them as we go through the answers to this. Let's spend the night together. Now I need you more than ever. Let's spend the night together now. Let's spend the night together. Next up, now Ziggy played guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly. Who else? Guys? And the Spiders from Mars, which I believe is the name of the album that this was taken from, Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, I believe. But he did drop it into the lyrics as well. And the Spiders from Mars. What a kooky guy. Playing guitar with some spiders? What have they all got 4 each? Number 3, sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. At the freaky now, and alive on Mars. Life on Mars. Well done if you got those right. And again, if you want to be a bit generous with this, if you haven't got the exact wording, feel free to, if you get the basic gist of it, I don't think there's any point in penalising ourselves. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. 'Cause your face to face with the man who sold the world. Dum 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 diddlim dim 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 diddlim dim 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 dim. Well done if you got that one right. That was from The Man Who Sold the World, which is why I couldn't tell you the name of the song, because it was the next lyric. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in the most peculiar way. It's like he is in the room. Of course, from Space Oddity. Well done if you got any of them. I think some of them are pretty tricky, guys. But if you didn't know them before, you know them now, which means you're a little bit cleverer and a little bit cooler. And because you're a little bit cleverer, you become a little bit cooler again. This is what I've done for you guys. This is what I've done for you by making this about David Bowie songs. You're welcome. Let's take it to the chat. Let's see what we've got going on here. Nana Hobbob goes to the art museum to get his insight on what art he likes. That's a great option for anybody. And I will say this. If anybody has anybody coming to visit them, parents, friends, whoever, the best way to get to know somebody is in an art museum. Or in like a record shop or something. Somewhere where there is a lot of art that you can say, yes, I like this art. No, I don't like this art. First dates, for instance. oh, I really like this art, I really don't like this art. You find out whether that marries up with your sensibilities, and if it does, let's go for date 2, yeah? It's unlikely you get date 2 with David Bowie. He is, of course, happily married and dead. But that's a great shout, Nana. Well done. Killer Kilch, ask for money and pancakes. So you... asking... I mean, I imagine his estate is taken care of. I'm not sure that necessarily he would have a huge amount of excess cash coming over from the other world, the afterlife. But maybe he would. Maybe he would. Who knows? Asking for pancakes. I'm not sure the way... I mean, maybe because you're Deli buddies. You're a Bowie Deli buddy. Oh, that feels nice to say. Feel free to say that out loud. Bowie Deli buddy. Say it out loud. Bowie Deli buddy. Bowie Deli buddy. Just that feels good. But maybe he is a big pancake fan, and maybe he does make real good pancakes, and maybe his knowledge of pancakes would be enhanced because he would have got to make pancakes with God, one would assume. So that's... I judged it at first. That's on me. Book by its cover. That's a great suggestion. You girl Sarah Kilch, eat Captain Crunch and jam. I don't know whether this is jam spread over the Captain Crunch or whether it's jam as in like let's just sit in front of a piano. Let's just grab a guitar with some spiders. Let's just see what the flip happens. Either one's good. Cereal with jam is a new one to me. I haven't tried that yet, which is unusual because of my sweet tooth. But I like that. I like that. Just nice and simple. Just nice and simple. Let's not go over top here. Let's not go over the top. Let's just eat some Captain Crunch, eat some jam, have some jam, do a jam, whatever. It's all good. Definitely not. Duda would have a nice long breakfast. Nice long breakfast. Again, leisurely. We're starting the day here. Let's not overtax him. He's come back from the dead. Okay. We don't know what he's going to be like, so it's best just to kind of ease him in. During which he tells me stories of his life. I bet he'd have a lot of them. I bet he would have a ton. My goodness. A lot of them maybe enhanced with some kind of substances from his time. And you know what? It was a different time. It was a different time, you know, the early 2000s. Then we go clothing shopping so he can pick me out a whole new wardrobe. Then he writes me a song. Again, we're asking a lot from David Bowie here. We're not saying, hey, David, let me show you part of my world. We're saying, hey, David, you're here for a very short time. Yours is a brain that needs to be tapped like the sap from a tree. Give me a song. Give me a wardrobe. Give me stories. That's fair enough. That's punk. Watch Labyrinth with his live commentary. AOL Time Warner. AOL Time Warner. That's wonderful. That is such a specific suggestion. I can't help but fall in love with it. Watch Labyrinth with his live commentary. How often do you get a chance to watch a film with somebody who's already been in it and then again, give me a commentary? That's lovely. That's lovely. And you could find out which puppets he got along with, which puppets he thought were a bit standoffish, which puppets maybe had a bit of a diva attitude. And it's like, excuse me, I'm David Bowie. If anyone's going to have a diva attitude, it's me. And I'm not, because I'm cool. Jennifer Connelly, though. Oh, I was in Once Upon a Time in America. Yeah, we know, Jennifer. That's not the vibe I get, but that's where that feeling went. I don't know. Definitely, I'd almost say the exact same thing. I'll think of something else. TB's thinking of something else. I need money right now. Don't ask, don't get. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't ask, don't get. That's a great life lesson. Bowie Deli Buddy delivers. Lovely stuff. Hashtag. Wonderful hashtag. AOL Time Warner Magic Dance is one of my favorite songs. If you could get a little live unplugged version of that, that's lovely. That's lovely. That's lovely. TB, I'd love to hear that musing at some point, but you take your time. You take your time whilst we get on to yay or nay. We've got another musing. Tell an anecdote from a trip to Vegas that is both amazing and fictional. Just going to do one this time. Just going to do one. Get it in the chat. Get it in the chat, guys. There it is. Boom. Get it in the chat. I want to hear these anecdotes, guys. I'm excited about them. Number 1, in the finale of Con Air, the bad guy, Cyrus Grissom, escapes the Las Vegas plane crash in an ambulance. Yay or nay? That is a nay. It's a fire engine, or, as the Americans would call it, a fire truck. Not an ambulance. Number 2, the Vegas film The Hangover has a higher Rotten Tomatoes score than The Hangover Part 2 and Hangover Part 3 combined. Is that a yay or a nay? That's a yay. Let's have a look. I did write this down, I believe. So the first one has 78% approval on Rotten Tomatoes. The second has 33%. The third has 20%. So yes, they add up to 53, which is less than 78. I will say the second and third one has more Ken Jeong genitalia, though. So it really just kind of depends on what you're looking for in your films. Number 3, the Las Vegas episode of The Modern Family features a guest star appearance by star and writer and director of The Office, Ricky Gervais. The answer's nay. It is star and writer and director of The Office, Mr. Stephen Merchant. So that's a nice little bit of symmetry there. Well done if you got that one right. In 2003, a white tiger attacked Siegfried Fischbacher of the legendary Las Vegas magician duo Siegfried and Roy mid-show, resulting in massive blood loss and severe nerve damage. Now, nay. The answer is nay. This is a long statement, and so there's a lot that could have gone wrong here, and what has gone wrong is it wasn't Siegfried, it was Roy. It was Roy Horn. So well done if you got that one right. And then finally, Viva Las Vegas, despite being one of his most recognizable songs, was never sung live by Elvis. Yay. Never sung it live. I'm getting this from Wikipedia, which you may scoff at, but it does say, although Elvis Presley never sang the song live, it has since become widely known and often performed by others. There it is. That's what I'm going from. Although it does say at the top, this article needs additional citations for verification. So, yeah. But I'm going with yay. Per the information that I have at my disposal, that's a yay. So well done if you got that one right. But let's have a look at some of these anecdotes. My lord, I'm fizzing with anticipation. Definitely not Judah says, I once blacked out in Vegas during a friend's birthday trip and came to singing on stage with Maroon 5. Wow. That's pretty good, definitely. That's pretty good. I'm gonna pay for blah, da, da, da. I hope it was that one. That is, I think, my favourite start to a Maroon 5 song. One of my favourite starts to any song. I'm at a payphone. You might think, not me, you're kind of singing that a bit high. That's exactly what the song sounds like. That's lovely. Nana Hobbob, I ran into Charles Barkley and won a bet against him over who could eat more tortellini. It was me. To beat the Chuckster at tortellini eating, that is, wow. That's a heck of an anecdote. And it also, because it's an anecdote that you want to dive into. Because we've got these two bookends here. Number 1, I run into Charles Barkley. Hey, Charles Barkley. Hey, how you doing, Nana? Bang. That's number 1. The end of the story, we have an eating contest between Nana and Charles Barkley. Oh, Nana wins. Oh, I feel like I did terrible. Right? So there at the end. How do you get from one to the other? That's what I want to know, and that's what I'm looking forward to reading in your autobiography, Nana. That's going to be a real page-turner. AOL Time Warner met Carlos Santana in a buffet line, and he complimented my hands. I wasn't expecting that, AOL Time Warner. What an anecdote. Met Carlos Santana in a buffet line. I love that Santana, with all of his success, with all of his wild, lucrative success, still eats at a buffet. He's one of us, really, isn't he? That's black magic. That's black magic from Carlos Santana. Lovely stuff, AOL Time Warner. That's great. Killer, a few years ago, some friends and I met in Vegas. One of them knew Celine's roadie. She got us to sing with her that night. They didn't turn on the microphones, but we made Dion laugh. That is so Celine, isn't it? That is so Celine. She's always up for a gag. Always up for a little prank, is Celine. I heard that had MTV not gone with Ashton Kutcher for Punk'd, they were considering Celine, because known for her love of pranks. That's great. That's lovely. Oh, just to get to go and see a Celine Dion concert. I mean, Lord, that'd be terrific. TB. After a day and night of drinking, I blacked out and woke up in a strange hotel with no one around. $1,000 worth of chips in my bag and an unknown value of drugs. Since no one was around, I took both. TB, going off the rails. My Lord, what is this? Some kind of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas type situation? That's exciting. That's exciting. So it's an anecdote without an anecdote, because there is an anecdote of how you got the $1,000 worth of chips and an unknown value of drugs, because who knows what the market rate of drugs is these days. Gosh. The night before, how you got to that situation, you don't even know that anecdote. Wonderful. You might have to go around Vegas trying to piece together the events of the night before. Maybe turn it into a film. Maybe turn it into a trilogy. Maybe get to see Ken Jeong's stuff. Your girl Sarah Kilch, Marky Mark himself, served me a burger at the Las Vegas Wahlburger location. I like that he does that. You know, Mark Wahlberg often gets a bit of bad press because he kind of seems like a bit of an idiot. But I like that he's humble enough that, like, sometimes, yeah, I gotta serve a burger. That's Mark Wahlberg. And people have to they have to show him each and every time how to manufacture the burgers, how to put what order it's bun, it's the stuff, and he's just standing there going, "What's going on here? Huh? Burger? What? What's going on here? What the hell are you talking about?" That's what I think. Nana Hobbob, say tortellini in a Charles Barkley voice, please.
Nana, you ate a lot. Nana, you ate a whole mess of tortellini. Tortellini. You ate a whole mess of tortellini. And I love tortellini almost as much as I love playing for the Phoenix Suns.
Trivia. TP Douglas, Bowie music. Okay, let's go back. That's lovely. Take him scuba diving in the Bahamas. Then afterwards read our books together on the beach with a seafood lunch, then planned a small concert in the evening where he could sing his favourite songs, his own or others. I will have to limit you to just a morning. It was just a morning that we were doing with Bowie. But that works. The morning part of it, scuba diving in the Bahamas. So we'll say that you're already in the Bahamas, because otherwise the flight is really going to take up the lion's share of that morning. You're waking up in Bahamas, Bowie's there, go scuba diving. It's weird. I don't think he would expect it, and I think he would like it all the more for that. That's lovely, TB. Thank you. That's lovely. Just squish it all in the morning. And then then a breakfast, then a seafood lunch, reading books, and a small concert. He's going to be exhausted. He's going to be dead tired. That's totally possible. Absolutely, totally possible. So we've got we've got everything done, right? Everything done, right? Yeah, everything, right? Wrong. Minute to win it. Ooh, don't like that. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. So, big thing that's happening at the moment in the movie world, apparently, is that there's a new Fast and the Furious film out. So I thought, what better... So this is Minute to Win It. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to give you a scenario here, or a category of stuff, and you need to write down in the chat as many examples of that stuff that fit into that category as possible. Each guess has to go into its own chat message, and then I will reveal what is, because this is the answer. This is what I've thought of, and if you think of the same thing that I think of, you get 2 points. 2 whole extra points, okay? Fast and Furious films are coming out. We're looking at Fast and the Furious actors. So this is any actor that has been in any of the films. And yes, we're including Hobbs and Shaw here, guys. Any Fast and Furious actor. Get it in the chat, guys. Get it in the chat. Vin Diesel, great, Nana. That's lovely. Definitely going to Vin Diesel as well. Both of you spelling it incorrectly in the same way. That's kinship. I like it. Jason Statham. Well done, Killer. Lovely. Ryan Reynolds. Absolutely. Helen Mirren. Wonderful. The Rock. Statham again. Dwayne Johnson. We're going to go with The Rock on that one. Gina Rodriguez. Lovely getting in the ladies here. Idris Elba. Jordana Brewster. Yes. Michelle Rodriguez. Paul Walker. Definitely. Helen Mirren says TV. Killer Coach says Chris, I'm dead. Which might be Charlize Theron. But then AOL Time Warner's already got in there. So that's the bad guys. With terrible hair. Paul Walker again from Killer. Lovely. Anybody else? Anybody else? Ludicrous. Lovely, Nana. Lovely. There's a new bad guy in the most recent one. Mama Dwayne Johnson, Roxhole Samoa family. Vanessa something. Tyrese Gibson. Tyrese. Yes. Oh, it's just an exciting minute, isn't it? It's an exciting minute. We get rid of the countdown, the car. I mean, arguably the star there, Sarah Kilch. Arguably the star. Okay, so we're gonna turn the lights on. We're gonna go nuclear here, and we're gonna see who, if anybody, has won this week's Minute to Win It. Who is getting 2 extra points? Who indeed? It's Paul Walker. It's Paul Walker, which means, my goodness, my lord, my deity, definitely not Duda, 2 bonus points. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So guys, let's count up your marks. You've got all the points now that you will get. As you're totting up your scores, I want to remind you that in this quiz, aside from picking the round the following week, you are only competing against yourself, okay? There's no point threshold to being smart, so if you've got all the questions right that you realistically could have been expected to get, you are smart. If you're watching this on YouTube, not live, after the fact, please make sure you write down your score and your amusing answers in the comments below, because I would genuinely love to hear how you did. And you could be the first person to do it. How exciting is that? Also click the thumbs up button, because, come on. R.I.P. Paul. Absolutely, definitely. I thought, well, he's dead. The least I can do is make him the answer in the Minute to Win It. Killer Kilch, he was my first guess, but I forgot his name. Difficult. I mean, it's a pretty boring name. Let's be honest. When you've got Vin Diesel, you've got Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, Tyrese Gibson, Paul Walker. It's not the most dynamic of names. I'm very quiet now. Okay, I think it's just yeah. Okay. TB got an 8. Not my best, but that's fine. It means there's a lot of learning going on. Killer also with an 8. This happens to go 11. Lovely. Well done, guys. Nana Hobbob 14. AOL Time Warner 10. Fantastic work, everybody. But my lord, my goodness, my gracious. Definitely not Duda with 18 points, which I believe equals the highest ever on the 3-round format of I Am Smart, the Notme Quiz. Good, gracious, definitely not Duda. High point scorer like what? Absolutely wow. I agree with that wow, Killer Kilch. Now, some bad news. There will be no quiz next week. What I'm hoping is to prep up for the week after with a slight change to the format, to the round choosing situation. And earlier this episode was a perfect example. It's all a little bit and I could do a poll, but then that's awkward as well. So my plan is to create something for a fortnight's time that is going to smooth all of that out. It's going to be a lot of work for me, but I think it's going to work out really nicely. So I need you guys to be watching a fortnight from today. So what would the date of that be? What would the date of that be? So that's on the 20th. 20th of July. We're going to be back with a slightly different format for how we pick the rounds. Okay? So I need you to be there. I need you to be with me. I need you to enjoy it. It's going to be great. But for now, guys, I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun. Nanohob, put some Noxzema shave cream on the show. Smooth it out. There's a reference there that just... Nobody else in existence on this entire planet is referencing Noxzema shave cream tonight, guys. But we can, because we felt it. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a little something, and I hope you felt creative all at the same time. I am Notme. I am Art, and I hope you all join me next time in 2 weeks, same time, same place, twitch.tv/IamNotme. I am Art, where you have another opportunity to improve your art and say to yourself, yes, I am smart. Woo, killer. See you next time, guys, and hopefully see a few of you on Sunday.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though Rob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart,